I just got off the phone with Hassan, a Somali ex-Muslim in Kenya who is in danger and needs our help.
And they were waiting for me on my way home. They were on the route. I don't know how they found out which route I was taking and all that.
Mohammed Syed, the president of ex-Muslims of North America, said, "Some of the bravest atheists in the world today, even among ex-Muslims, are Somali atheists. The level of hate, anger, and violence directed their way dwarfs what the rest of us receive." Aaron Ra has spoken to Hassan, as well as another friend, Shariq Siddiqui.
So I've been in touch with Hassan for well over a year now, maybe a year and a half. I really like the guy. He's intelligent, he's witty, he's articulate, and we've become quite good friends. His story really touched me because he's really suffered for no reason. He's really never been an activist of any sort. He just merely wished to go about his daily life and express his freedom of conscience. But he's received threats and he's even been attacked, assaulted by people who were openly members of Al-Shabaab, some of whom were present even in refugee camps in Kenya. And also, even though he's now in fairly cosmopolitan Nairobi, he still lives partly in hiding, primarily from other Somalis who might come to know about him, because details of atheists quite often get circulated online amongst the Somali diaspora. He has dreams about what he'd like to do if he could ever go back to Somalia. I find that fascinating and incredibly inspiring. And above all, he's just really funny. And we don't really talk about money and asylum and immigration and things like that. That stuff doesn't really come up. We just talk about the world. We just chat about stuff. We're not really discussing Islam or things like that. The one other thing I'd like to mention is that going to the UN authorities, UNHCR and similar organizations and the refugee camps didn't end up being of much use, because he'd somehow end up being referred to devout Muslims or devout Christians who weren't really that sympathetic to an atheist, especially an ex-Muslim atheist. That's just something that's just not that well understood in that part of the world. And I've seen photos of the kind of threats he's received. I've seen photos of his injuries. I've seen photos of Al-Shabaab, the photos that Al-Shabaab members sent him of their weapons. And it's really, it must take a toll mentally. But there is very little support available where he is.
Here is my interview with Hassan. Check out the description box on how you can help. So as you know, I'm recording this call. I'm going to share a conversation on my channel. And the reason why is because you are trying to leave Kenya. You are trying to come to Canada, which is where I am. If you can tell me what happened to you, like just why do you need to leave Kenya?
Actually, you see, I left Islam around 2012, but I did not come out actually until 2017.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not wish to come out publicly. You know, it happened by accident. You see, I left my phone unlocked, and one of my distant cousins was at home. You see, and he managed to go through my things, what I was doing online, what I was posting on Facebook. He saw all that. So, you see, the problem started from there.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
So,
Yep.
So he did not keep quiet about it. He just pretended that he did not see anything, but he informed my mother, informed my relatives, informed everybody. And actually, after that, you see, people would harass me. You see, they would try to taunt me. You see, they would call me, you see, devil worshipper and stuff like that.
Devil worshipper?
Yes.
But you don't worship anything. You're an atheist.
Yes, actually, you see, I don't believe in anything. I'm actually, you see, I don't believe in anything supernatural or anything like that, or any god.
Yeah.
You see,
any devils?
Yes, all that. So actually, it was quite frightening at first. You see, it was frightening, and it was also hilarious. You see, I was being accused of, you see, being a devil worshipper, yet I do not believe in that stuff, or
yes.
I don't believe in supernatural things like that.
Yep.
So so from there, you see, from there, I sometimes used to deny. You see, I used to deny and tell them, you see, that's just a joke. That guy is just joking.
Oh yeah.
Uh, so so I just tried to, you see, deny. But
Yeah.
things worsened in 2018. In 2018, I was attacked like 3 times.
Wow. Can you tell me
I
about what
was
happened?
actually the first time. You see, the first time I was outside. There are football fields actually that people go to in the afternoon. You see
Yeah.
that. So I was just there. You see, I was taking fresh air. I was
Yeah.
outside, and I did not know that people were looking for me. That they were trying
Oh.
to harm and stuff like that. So I was accosted. I was accosted by 3 guys actually. And I suffered, you see, I suffered a broken nose. You see, I suffered a concussion. I was just one, and you see, they were ganging up on me. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah. Yeah. It's very painful
I,
to talk about it too, right?
yes, actually, you see, but it is part of my memory now. It's not like I can delete it or something like that. So I went to the police and reported it. You see, the police, most of them are Christians and they are led by a Muslim. So I told them, I just told them that people attacked me randomly. They just wrote, you see, there's something called OB. They wrote that. They gave me an OB number, and they did not even try to arrest anyone or anything. They just told me, next time something happens, just tell us.
Did they know you're atheist at this point?
No, I did not tell them. You see,
Okay.
they were headed by a Muslim, so I did not want to get in.
Oh. So why didn't they investigate it?
You see, the police there are very corrupt. Even if they investigate, they catch, they hold him for like 3 to 4 hours. Then he pays something, he gets away. That's around June 2018. After that, I decided to avoid. You see, I decided to avoid going out at all, going out unless I was going for work or unless I had something real important to do
Yeah.
outside. I not used to go out at all unless there was something very important that I absolutely had to go out for.
That's unfortunate how that happened. Now you can't even go out. It's like it's traumatic to go out now because of you don't know what's going to happen to you. So you have to live your life at home now. It's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear you have to go through this.
Yes, actually, you see, after that, I decided even, you see, I was working as a teacher at the school. I would go there early in the morning around 6. Then I would come back. You see, when people have started to rest, you see, for the night
Yeah.
around 9 p.m. So it was around August 15. I was coming back actually from, you see, I used to go to work early in the morning, come back around 9. I would hide somewhere in the market or
Oh
maybe
my
go to
goodness.
compound, an NGO compound and all that. I
Hmm.
used to avoid people. I was coming. So I was coming back. They knew my route, the routes that I
Oh
was taking
my.
to go.
So even you were hiding and you were staying out later than you had to just to avoid having to run into people, and still they still found a way to attack you just because you're atheist, basically. Just because you're atheist. Are you like and you're not even talking about it. You're not even telling anyone about it. You're keeping it to yourself. You're denying it. I mean, this is upsetting. This is
Actually, you see, I was even trying to, you see, to make people believe that, that I was a Muslim. You see, I was trying to create that impression, but it
yes.
did not work out.
Oh
It did
my
not work out.
goodness.
So, I was coming back from the market. It was around then 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Actually, remember this. So, and they were waiting for me on my way home. They were on
Mhm.
the route. I don't know how they found out which route I was taking and all that. So they accosted me. They asked me questions. You see, they they asked me why I became a kafir and all that. They accused me of, being a witch, being a traitor and
Yeah.
stuff like that. You understand? These are
What
just
these?
Muslims, Somali Muslims.
Not like terrorists or anything. Just regular people living there.
Yes, actually, I even knew some of them. Some of them I knew. Some of
Oh.
them.
Oh my
Uh,
goodness. Yeah.
some of them. I know them. I know their faces
And
and
you're
all that.
Somali too. So in Somali community, almost everybody is Muslim, almost 100%. So they, I guess in Kenya, they're even more serious about that. Like they don't want anyone to leave the faith.
Yes, actually, you are considered a traitor. Once you leave, you are considered a traitor. You have to be silenced. That's what they believe. So I was waylaid. They accused me of being a traitor. Insulting the prophet. Insulting God. I did not know even what they were talking about. I was just trying to live my life. I was trying to avoid people, and they were finding ways to attack me, ways to traumatize me, victimize me. So I tried denying it. I tried denying it, but they got aggressive. So I tried escaping. I tried escaping, but on my way while I was escaping, they hit me on my right hand with a metal bar that they were carrying. They were actually trying to launch me. So on my way, while I was escaping, they hit me with that metal rod on my hand, on my
Yeah.
right hand actually. I suffered a broken. It's not actually broken, but it's fractured. I can't even lift weights or carry more than 5 kgs. It
Oh.
hurts all the time.
Did they hit your left hand or right hand?
No, it's right hand actually.
Oh, so it's even worse. That's your main hand. You're right-handed, right?
Yes, actually, I'm right-handed. Nowadays I can't even. If I get if someone tries to wrestle with me or something like that, I avoid getting into fights. I avoid anything physical and all that. So I went home. I went home and reported the matter to the police the next day, early in the morning. I went to the police station. Actually, the fun thing about the police is they will ask you for money. Once you report these
Oh
things,
my
they will ask.
goodness.
So they will ask you for money. I told them that I did not even have any money to give them. I was just struggling as a refugee, a Somali refugee. I was working early in the I was working every day to earn a
Oh,
living.
oh, you're a Somali refugee. Oh, I didn't know that. And yeah, of course you don't have
Yes,
money to pay the police. I mean, that's the job.
one thing that I have learned from the police is that even if you pay them, they will not take your case seriously. It's like they will ask the other person for money as well.
Oh my goodness. They ask everybody for money.
Yes. You report someone to the police, they take money from you, they arrest the person. Once the person is in their custody, they ask him for money as well so that they release him.
Oh.
You understand? So I told them that I did not have money. So they told me not to bother them. And I just went on with my life. I tried avoiding people as much I could. I actually had this friend of mine. He was, the school principal where I was teaching at that time. So I used to spend most of my time, talking to him. Being in school all the time. I used to actually be in school from 6 up to 4 or even 5. So things went on like that. I used to avoid people. Whenever I met people, they would harass me. They would taunt me. They would try to provoke me so that they could meet out violence on me. And then
Yeah.
around November in within that same year, it is around November. It was around November 15 actually. I even remember that day. It was around November 15, and the schools were closed. So I was just staying at home. So my mother. I had to fetch water for
Y-
my mother. There was no one else at home at that time.
Yeah.
So I had to go fetch water from the communal tap, and I did not know. Although I knew that people are trying to get rid of me, to silence me, to kill me. I did not know that at that time on that particular day that I would be attacked. So I was just fetching water at the communal tap. Then this guy came behind me. I did not even see him. He came behind me. You see, he hit me on the head with, you see, a very big stone. I fell down actually unconscious. You see, I bled out a lot. But unfortunately, I was rescued by a motorcycle rider who took me to the police station to record a statement, then took me to the hospital. And actually, you see, I tried following up that matter with the police. You see, I could not even sleep at night. You see, because of the pain and all that, my head had to be stitched. Actually,
Oh,
I tried following up the matter with the police. They arrested the guy who did it. I knew him. He was just my neighbor. But you see, the next day, when he was arrested, he was arrested around 7
yeah.
a.m. and he was in police cells for like 5 hours. So I was called. I was called by the police. They had
Oh,
my phone number. So you see, the problem is, you see, once they arrest the guy, you see, I told you that they ask him for money and all that.
yeah. And they let him out.
So before they let him out, they actually called me. They called me to come to the police station. They were holding him. They arrested him around 7 a.m. They only held him for like 5 hours at most.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So they called me. They called me on my phone number. You see, they called me. The police called me on my phone number. He was still in their cells. They called me to come to the police station.
Mm-hmm.
So I went
Mm-hmm.
there. I found the guy's parents. You see,
Mm-hmm.
his relatives. They were all there.
Mm.
What the police were trying to do was, you see, to make them confront me so that I withdraw the case. You understand?
Okay. Yeah.
So I went there. You see, these guys were there. They actually tried, you see, harassing me. You see, tell me that that he's not the one who did it. You see, they were claiming all sorts of things. Actually, they pressurized me. I told them no, I can't withdraw any case. Then they threatened me. They threatened me with, threatened me that once I went back home, that you see, something will happen. You understand? Uh, so I did not have a choice. You see, they were threatening my mother and my sister as well. So I did not have a choice. I had to withdraw the case. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you withdrew the case. Yeah.
Yes, I withdrew the case. The guy was released.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Hello.
That's very sad. The guy was released. You couldn't do anything
So
because they confronted you. Yeah.
so he was released, and you see, now that they knew that, you see.
Yes. Hello, Hassan.
Yes, is it the line or
Yeah, it's just a bad connection. So continue what happened. Let's see if we can finish your story before the line goes off again. So now
hello?
so now what is the situation? So this guy got out. You couldn't do anything because his family threatened you. So now what's the situation now? You still have to live in fear, I guess. You still have to hide. You can't go out. You have to be careful because of all of these things, right? So that's Hassan. Now, Hassan is still trapped in Kenya, and as you can see, he's tried everything he can to make his life safe and to kind of avoid the situation that he's in. He's told people he's Muslim and everything, and no matter what he does, it seems like no one they still want to attack him. So, based on the situation, he has received some promise of money to leave the country. Already has 7,500. He just needs 2,500 more. So, Abdullah Samir viewers, I know that all of us together can do this. I'm going to put a donation, and I hope all of you will put some money as well to help this poor man get out of this awful situation and to start a new life. A situation that he did not choose to be in, a situation that he is not an activist. He is not someone that is, he was pushed into this situation by a family member that found out his real views, all because he doesn't believe in God, doesn't believe in Allah. He's considered a traitor by his Somali Muslim community in Kenya. And, they want to kill him. He goes to school, he goes to work, and they attack him. They attack him while he's walking. They're attacking him when he's coming home. It's just awful. It's just awful. So if we can help him, if you can help him, all of us together, let's help him to reach the rest of his financing goals and to get to come to Canada. That would be amazing. That'd be amazing to help this poor man get out of this dangerous situation. And of course, he's a refugee. His mother and sister are also depending on him. So he's the income earner. So if we can help him, we're also saving their lives as well by having their lives taken care of. As of right now, their lives are put at risk by him being there. They're still Muslim. If he leaves, the situation can improve for them because he's not there anymore, right? So please let's help Hassan. Let's help him. If you can make a small donation or if you can make a big donation, let's get him to the goal that he needs. The fundraiser is Michael Sherlock, another well-known atheist in the community. So you can trust him and you can trust the money will go to the right place. So please let us help Hassan and let's get him to where he needs to be. Thanks for watching. This is Abdullah Samir signing out.